What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be sharing a crazy story time. This story actually takes place a really long time ago. I'm 30 now. I was probably 18 or 19 when this took place, and I just thought that's what we need right now. We just need a little bit of entertainment, a story time from my past, and I was actually reminded by this because, as you guys know I sound like a broken record, I'm writing my autobiography, so like all these stories are just pouring out, so I thought I would give you a little sneak peek, and this is going to be in my book as well. Before we get started, I want to show you guys something. Your girl got PR. What? So this company called Teddy Blake sent me this bag. You guys, what? It's so fancy. It's so fancy. Y'all know I'm not fancy, but this bag is so cute. So I wanted to show you guys. It comes like this. Look how cute. So it's just like a side bag. It smells so good. Do you guys open things and smell them? Or is that just me? Because I 100% do that. Okay, let's take this stuff out. Let's see how deep this bag is. Oh my God, so the inside is red. Oh, I hope you guys can see like just how cute this is, and it has this wallet that comes with it. It is so cute. So thank you so much, Teddy Blake. This is just so adorable, and I'm not like a handbag kind of person, but this backpack like style is definitely me, so I'll get a lot of use out of this. If you guys are interested in this bag, I will link their website down below, but this is so cute and it smells so good. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this story takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Lived a crazy addict named Jessica. So this is gonna be, so this was over like a 2-day time period. And I remember living with my good friend, Janet, my childhood friend. We were roommates. And I had just broken up with my ex for like the millionth time. So yeah. And my friend actually set me up with a guy that she worked with. And I was like, fine, I guess I'll get ready and like go on this date with this guy. And I, at this time, was not trying to date anyone. I was really crushed. I just wanted to be with my ex, and it was just not a good time for me. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just put in the effort. I'll get ready. I'll look nice, and I'll go to dinner with this guy. Which was so not me. I'm not a let's go on a date kind of person. Let's get all dressed up. Like, you guys, I wear ripped up jeans and Converse and like my friend's merch. She knows protocol, CG kid, check them out. Anyway, so that's my style. It's always been my style. I'm not a dressed up kind of person. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get dressed up. I'm actually gonna try it this time. It was upstate New York, very cold, very wintry. It was very cold in New York. I think it was like January or something, so it was freezing. I was wearing this really soft, really nice skin tight green sweater, and olive green looks really good on my skin tone, and I was just feeling myself. I just knew I looked good. I wasn't wearing ripped up jeans and Vans, like I put some effort into it. Long story short, this guy shows up at my house and he knocks on the door, and I open the door and I said, oh, come on in, I just gotta grab something. He comes in, you guys, dead ass says this to my face. He goes, is that what you're wearing? And I thought, don't hit him. Don't punch him, like assault charge. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. So I'm like, you ready? After you. And he goes to walk out, right? And he gets right outside the door. And before I walk out of the door, I closed the door, locked it, and turned back around. And my friend is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, fuck him. He just said, is that what you're wearing? I spent an hour getting ready and that's what he's gonna say? Like, seriously? He knocked on the door for a little bit and then he just gave up. And I'm like, dude, he'll go away. He's gonna give up. He's gonna go away. Like, whatever. And she had to work with him the next day. So she was like, I can't believe you just did that. I have to see him tomorrow. I'm like, dude, I know, like, whatever. He shouldn't have said what he said. And that was Jessica trying to date in 2008. So 2006. No, it was a long time ago. So yeah, that was not a good experience. And then the very next night, I was just not in a good place, and I definitely didn't want to hang out with people. But I was invited to a party. Now, that wasn't unusual for me. The part that was different about this was people that I had gone to high school with asked me if I wanted to go to this college party in a few towns over. And I never really got invited to do things that were in my own age group. So I had been drinking and partying for years. And my friends who were my age, 18, 19, were excited about this party, this college party. And I was like, I guess I'll go. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, drinking and playing beer pong, but whatever, I guess I'll go. They're excited about it. I'm like, this is just gonna be lame. Now, at this time, I was a dealer, and that's how I was making money to pay my rent. I just wasn't into hanging out with people my own age. I never have been. I've always hung out with people that were 10 years older than me. All of my cousins, they're all guys. They're all 10 years older than me, you know? So even as a kid, I always hung out with older people. So I was like, I guess I'll go to this lame ass college party. But the reason why I wanted to go is because these girls that, you know, I was kind of friends with, they asked me to go, and I just thought, like, they want me to go, so I'll just go and make an effort to have a normal teenage night. So because I had dropped out of school, I hadn't really been in contact with people that I went to high school with. And also I wasn't really tight with a lot of people I went to high school with because I was an addict and I was really distant, and it was very difficult to be my friend. So anyway, we drive a few towns over to go to this college party. Now in this town, I already have people hitting me up. I was a dealer, and I have a few people that want to buy some stuff from me. And I'm trying to ignore that the best that I can, just to be like in the moment and play beer pong and hang out with these people. And I had shown up and I started drinking. And first I started drinking the liquor that these guys had, and then we started playing beer pong, and we were taking pictures, and I was just trying to like enjoy that time and just hang out with them and have a few drinks, whatever, right? So, I couldn't just have a few drinks and be at this party and be normal. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm trying to say though. So I went to the bathroom, and I had gotten high in the bathroom, and I came out of the bathroom and I kind of stumbled a little bit, and I'm like, oh, if they see me stumble, they're just gonna think that I'm drunk. So, you know, I kind of just played it off a little bit. I kept playing beer pong, and I remember walking down these stairs of this like really crummy house. I'm walking down these stairs, and I felt like these stairs were just going on forever. All I wanted to do was sit down. Now the party is going on upstairs, and I'm downstairs, and I threw up. As soon as I sat down, I threw up. Now this is like not a nice clean house. This is like a college kid house. There's like stuff everywhere, and there was like a towel and like laundry on the floor. I had thrown up on this towel, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anyone to know that I threw up. Like, and now that I threw up, I feel a little bit better, so I can keep drinking. Like, that was the logic in my head. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anyone to know I just threw up. So I kind of just like kicked this towel and like moved it. And then I just immediately went back upstairs. I'm like, oh, I have to hide the evidence that I can't handle drinking all this stuff, which, I mean, whatever. As soon as I threw up, I felt better, and I felt like I could drink more. So I did. And I did not have a car at this point, thank God. So after a couple more hours of me drinking with them, I decided I'm gonna walk to someone else's house, this guy's house that I know. And they sell weed, they smoke weed, they play video games, and they're older, and it's just a more chill vibe. I'm gonna go over there because I can't stay up all night drinking. I'm just over it. I'm bored, I'm done, I'm leaving the party. Didn't tell anyone I was leaving, and it was a freaking snowstorm, okay? So now I am not in my right headspace. I am clearly drunk. I have been using, I'm not okay, I'm stumbling all around. I'm wearing ripped up jeans and my Converse and like a hoodie with probably a Nirvana shirt on underneath, okay? Because that's how I still dress. And I'm walking, and there's like snow on the ground, you guys. And I can feel my pants just getting more wet, and I'm freezing cold. And I kind of like lost where I was. I kind of was trying to figure out where my friend lived. And it took me so long. It was probably half a mile, but it took me forever. It took me forever to walk in the snow, and I was so wasted. So thank God I wasn't driving. because who knows what would have happened, which I didn't drive often. I really didn't. And I definitely wouldn't drive drunk. I was always just too afraid of that. So, which you should be, never drive drunk. So I finally get to the street that I know that they live on. And I was so excited to see this street. I was just overjoyed because I'm like, I found it. And I get down the street and I walk up on their porch, and as soon as I walk up on their porch, my friend opens the door, and as soon as he opens the door and I see him, I have to immediately turn and run over to the side rail of their porch and throw up. So it was so embarrassing. Plus they're like 5 years older than me, these people. And I'm like throwing up to the point where I'm almost dry heaving. And my friend is like, whoa, Jess, are you okay? What the hell? And I'm like, water, I need water. And he's like, oh shit, okay. So we went inside and he got me some water. I'm just sitting out there. I'm freezing cold. All I want to do is just sit down and just like relax and try to sober up a little bit. But this was a normal thing for me, you guys. This was a normal night for me, literally. So I just want to get inside and get warm and just dry up and not have wet ass freaking clothes. So I drink some of the water and I'm kind of okay. Finally, I walk inside. So, you know, it's just some of my stoner friends hanging out and they're just talking and chit-chatting. And I was like, yo, do you have a dryer here? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, can I borrow some like pajama pants? I gotta dry these pants. I'm freaking cold. So I immediately, like as soon as I get there, I throw up on his porch. I make him give me pajama pants, and we're like the same size. He was kind of a small dude. And then he puts my pants in the dryer. I'm wearing pajama pants. I'm hanging out and I still don't really feel great. They had some pizza. I grabbed a couple of slices of pizza. I was able to eat and just relax. Now keep in mind, it is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and we're all just up hanging out. And I started to pass out on this couch, and like I felt myself passing out when everyone else is like talking. I'm like, dude, I just tired, right? And someone else like kicked my foot, and I don't even know how long they had been there. There was a few people in this house, but I don't know how long this person in particular had been there. He's like, he kicks my leg and he's like, yo, your cousin, right? And I'm like, yeah, he's my cousin. He's like, do you have any stuff? I remember just not wanting to sell anything that night. I didn't want to be a dealer that night. I just wanted to hang out and just party like a normal person. I don't know why I associate normalness with that, but you know what I mean? I just wanted to be a teen and just drink and, you know, just hang out with my friends and not be that person. Because I was already getting tired of being that person. I was like, yeah. And it kind of like snapped me out of it and woke me up. He's like, all right, how much do you have on you? You know, and I had told him I had a backpack on, and he bought some stuff for me and then he left. And I just remember sitting there thinking like, this is all I'm known for. And I remember being so down on myself in that moment, you know, and I was just broken. I had just broken up with my ex. I didn't really have any friends, because any friends that I did try to make, I would always just ditch them. Anytime I would go to a party, I would just leave. My friend that I went to his house, he thinks I'm a mess, you know? And I realized many times how people saw me, and I knew it, I saw it too. And that made me even more down on myself, you know? So I don't wanna make this video too serious, but I do wanna end the video here with saying that I had a very serious addiction, and I knew at that moment that I was a mess. I knew that my addiction had gotten to a really dark place, and I didn't even have anything to show for it. I didn't have any friends. I didn't fit in anywhere, and I felt so alone. And I think one of the reasons why I started YouTube was so that people didn't feel so alone. I have done so much shit in my life. I am not perfect. I still don't have it all together. But I've been there and I've gone through these things, and I pulled myself up out of that. You know, I do have a really dark past. I have been through a lot of shit, but I survived that, and I am not special. If I could overcome a really strong addiction and a bad reputation and a lifestyle primarily built on drugs, if I could pull myself out of all of that and completely change my life, there is absolutely no reason why you can't. I'm not stronger, I'm not smarter, I'm not better. I just decided that I had had enough. I had enough nights like that. I had enough of those looks of people looking at me like, oh fuck, she's a mess. I was done with that. I was done with making my family worry. And in sobriety, I was able to see that there's so much more to me than drug addiction. I'm not just my addiction. I'm not just my mental health. health. There's so much more. So I'm gonna end today's video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope you guys can see that at the end of the day, you are stronger than you know, and you can pull yourself out of any darkness. No mistake is too great to not recover and bounce back. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, and I will see you in my next one.